Welcome back. In this video, I will talk about architecture of Hadoop in the simplest form. Before jumping into architecture, let us recap about data storage in HDFS. We all know that any file to be stored in HDFS will be split into blocks, and these blocks will be stored in different data nodes. Let us assume that block B1 is available in data node 1, 3 and 4. The same way block B2 is available in data nodes 2, 3 and 4, and block B3 is available in data nodes 1, 2 and 3. In order to read this file.txt, we need to read one copy of B1, one copy of B2 and one copy of B3. In order to do that, we need to know the address of B1, address of B2 and address of B3. And we should also be knowing that the combination of B1, B2 and B3 will give us the file.txt. This information about the file.txt and the addresses of the blocks B1, B2, B3 will be stored in a separate node. This separate node is a high configuration mission, and we call this high configuration mission as our name node. Now that we have seen what is name node and data node in Hadoop, and let us see the architecture of Hadoop. Hadoop follows the master slave architecture, where master is the name node which contains all the metadata, and the slaves are the data nodes. Let us assume we have three data nodes in this current scenario, and these data nodes will be sending a heartbeat signal for the master or the name node, telling that the data nodes are available and the nodes are not down. This heartbeat will be sent every 3 seconds, and for every 10 heartbeats a block report will be sent by the data nodes to the master node. This block report contains all the block information that are present in the particular data nodes. And having said that, this name node is a high configuration mission. We cannot guarantee that high configuration mission cannot fail. There might be a possibility that high configuration mission or name node can fail at any given point of time. Let us assume that this mission is failed. What happens if a name node fails? If a name node fails, the entire system will fail and we would not be able to read any of the data from the data nodes. Like this name node has become single point of failure in Hadoop 1.x. In order to overcome this issue, a backup name node has been introduced in Hadoop architecture. So let us now see the backup in Hadoop 1. So as we have seen earlier, we have a master in Hadoop, and the master has all the metadata information. And let us now introduce one more mission, which is backup name node. And let us assume that at 6 a.m. the metadata information is taken into FS image, and this FS image is replicated into the backup name node. This one-time activity is now done, and for every 5, 10 or 15 minutes, the metadata information with all the new changes will form one edit log. Let us assume that in our scenario, we are taking edit log for every 30 minutes, and at 6:30 a.m. we have one edit log at the name node. So this edit log will have all the changes that happened in the metadata for the past half an hour, and at 7 a.m. one more edit log will be generated with all the changes that happened in that half an hour, and at 7 a.m. the name node will take these edit logs and merge into the FS image present in the backup name node. This kind of backup is called cold backup. And what if the name node fails in between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. and the edit logs are not yet captured in the backup name node? It is very simple. We are going to lose all the metadata information that has been refreshed in between 6 and 7 a.m. In order to solve this problem, Hadoop Generation 2 has introduced something called a shared location. Now let us see the backup in Hadoop Generation 2. In a similar way as Hadoop Generation 1, we have the master mission with the name node and metadata and a backup name node. And at 6 a.m., very similar to backup in Hadoop Generation 1, we are taking the backup of FS image. And at 6:30 a.m., we have an edit log generated at the name node. And at 6:30 a.m. itself, this edit log will be pushed into a shared location. and at the same time this edit log will be pulled into fs image by the backup node, and our fs image has edit log merged with it. And at 7 a.m. one more edit log is generated and pushed into shared location and is pulled by the backup name node and merged into the fs image. This kind of this is called real-time backup, as the push and pull activity is being done and edit logs are applied on real-time basis. This is also called hard backup. Hard backup happens in Hadoop generation 2. Now let us see the architecture of Hadoop generation 2. So we have a similar kind of architecture as Hadoop generation 1. We have the name node and the data nodes, and here we also have something called backup name node or secondary name node. Now that in this architecture we have two name nodes, primary and the secondary name nodes, and at any given point in time the data nodes should be reporting to only one master. They cannot report to two masters, or some data nodes reporting to primary and some data nodes reporting to backup name node. That kind of scenario should not happen. So in order to ensure that all these data nodes report to only one master, we are having a zookeeper here. It will ensure that all the nodes will report to only one master at a time. In case the master node fails, the data nodes will be informed by the zookeeper that backup master is will be your new master and you should be reporting to backup mission. So in this entire process there will not be any time downtime, because the new master or the backup node is having all the backup uh, which all the backup about metadata present in the name node. This is called high availability in Hadoop 2. Now that we have seen the architecture of Hadoop and backup in Hadoop, in case you are interested in learning more about big data and its related technologies, I would recommend you to subscribing to this channel. I will be adding more videos related to big data. Thanks for watching.